Good afternoon. I was asked by Professor John Nomikos to give you comments and few words about COVID-19, and topic of my speech is international relation, international intelligence activities related to the COVID-19, and of course political implication of these diseases. Definitely, the most of the intelligence, sophisticated intelligence, they have to understand and clarify exactly what is the threats and what is the risk for national and international security, particularly all these threats coming from international arena, causing international problems among the states, etc., like this disease is COVID-19, which is not, by the way, first in a line. Role of intelligence is very crucial. Intelligence have to inform a national leadership about threats and what is basically respond to the sovereign states on the risk and threat. Respond is basically related to the activities, measures of the government and government institutions. How they're going to prepare citizens, how they going to react, how they're going to organize all the measures, including institutions, hospitals, army, military, and definitely intelligence. So we can clearly find out that most of the intelligence today, they did not realize that threats coming also this time from the very invisible subject, which we call the virus. So some intelligence, particularly intelligence services of some Balkan states, and I would like to give some good comments on Israeli, I would like to give some good comments of Serbian intelligence, Romanian, and many others, that they understand from the beginning what's going on, and we can see right on the field the good measures in order to protect civilians and entire population. Now, the few comments about international relations. Someone will pay the damage, either national states or some state that it is blamed that did enough in order to inform international community or did enough to protect virus not come out from the labs. Today there is many opinions and many studies indicating that this is not a human-made virus. Another study say that this is a human-made virus, but definitely we need qualified experts to give us exactly what's going on and how a virus was created and how basically we can respond on that. There is, of course, interesting story right now that some countries are misusing the situation in order to benefit out of that. There is some kind of the virus diplomacy or virus protection diplomacy, which we can clearly understand that some countries are basically using the whole situation to widespread its own influence, and this is something which clearly is not welcome in this situation. Just while we are talking now, I receive information that there is some lab in Russia. It's called Vector Institute, and this institute is known by few accidents that some employees of this institute misuse techniques, misuse situation, misuse equipment and everything, working with dangerous viruses, and that few times there was a linkage of that. And at the moment, international intelligence and international communities basically are focused to determine whether virus come from lab or whether a virus is humanly made and intentionally or coincidentally released to damage population, but not of the one state, but of the international community. So the world will not look the same before and after coronavirus. Definitely, these threats coming from this invisible enemy will change our way of lives, will change our approach of everything, and will give us a lot of things to learn out of the crisis. Number one, we have to learn and teach our intelligence how to determine, how to find out what is the threats, what is the risks. And then we come into the field of education from the field of intelligence and security studies. Most of professors, most of the faculties, universities all around the globe, they don't teach intelligence, they don't teach security as a science. They don't even understand why security is a science, why security as a science is established in 4 major theories, what is the methodology of the science of security, and on that basis they don't recognize the threats. The science of security, one of the methods is predictions. I will mention a few methods, definitely. The first method of science of security is collection of data. Second method is it's analyzing of data. The third method is prediction of the data. So there is many methods in science of security that they don't come from social sciences. They're coming from natural sciences such as mathematics. And if you see the program of many security studies all around the world, you will find out that this point exactly the missing. And that is the point that I see out of my best knowledge, that we need to work much more how to improve security studies, how to prove that security is a science, not any kind of the study group among the international relations, because international relations are not science. There is a dispute among the scholars about international relations, but definitely security cannot be integrate in international relations. It's on the contrary. International relations can be part of the science of security, particularly when we're talking about international security, which is derived out of national security. So, number one, we need to improve the whole system of the educations, whole system of studies in regard of security and intelligence. Number two, we need to work much more to teach populations about awareness of the threats and how general populations have to behave in such a emergent situation. In former Yugoslavia, we used to have even the subjects in high school. The subjects was called civil protection, and high school kids, they learn how to protect themselves, how to protect society, and how to behave in this kind of the situation. So we might think that again we come to the education and awareness, that we shall introduce to high schools all around the world some special subject which is called security culture of the youth. This is something from the beginning. And then we will have a wide population all around the world ready to respond to the threats. I want to thank you, all of you, particularly to say hello to Professor Nomikos from RIAS, Research Institute of American and European Studies, and the greetings from the sister institutions, Institute of National and International Security from the Belgrade. Thank you so much.